prices there. But let's get started with your stocks. It's ladies special today on the show, so we have two gentlemen who are joining in. Feroze Azeez joins in to answer all the personal finance queries, and in a bit we'll also get in Manas Jaiswal, who will be answering all the stock related questions. Hi Feroze, good afternoon. Let's get started with you. I think we have our first caller who's already on the line with us. Priyanka Chavra has called in from Haryana. Hi Priyanka. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Priyanka, go ahead. What's your question?
मैंने ये सिल्वर ली थी 45,600 की। तो मैं ये जानना चाहती हूँ इसके रेट कब तक बढ़ेंगे?
अच्छा, आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से ली थी?
हाँ जी।
Okay, Feroze, you know, a lot of people have been calling us, asking us for outlook on, you know, when precious metals could move. But is it a good idea for someone who's already bought it, who's already invested in either gold or silver, to remain invested? Or do you think, you know, they should whatever cut their losses and move to perhaps a riskier asset, which is now on the rise?
Yeah, I think people who have invested in silver or in gold, and if they are in the red, I think you should move out. Priyanka, specifically when you've invested, आपने अगर 46,000 में डाला हुआ है, अभी 36-37,000 का भाव है, आपको इससे एग्जिट इसलिए करना चाहिए क्योंकि जो सिल्वर की डिमांड ड्राइवर होती है, जो इंडस्ट्रियल यूसेज, वो काफ़ी स्लो रही है. और अगर आप सिल्वर को हिस्टोरिकली ट्रैक करें तो उससे गोल्ड से काफ़ी उसका रिलेशनशिप ज़्यादा रहा है. और यूएस इकोनॉमी की रिवाइवल के चक्कर में गोल्ड की भी डिमांड कम है, तो सिल्वर भी ऑटोमेटिकली सिल्वर की डिमांड कम होने से मेरे हिसाब से सिल्वर में ज़्यादा फ़ायदा होने की संभावना नहीं है. सो आई थिंक यू शुड मूव प्रियंका टू equities, because I think you recovering 20% of your losses of silver from equity is a larger probability than having stayed in silver and recovering your 20% loss which you currently are sitting on, Priyanka.
All right, Priyanka, I hope you listened into that advice. Maybe, in fact, you're sitting on a bit of a loss, but switch a little to maybe into equities may not be such a bad idea. Remember, silver has always been far more volatile than gold over the last couple of years. But welcome back to your stocks on CNBC TV18. There's some news coming in with regard to Alu contracts. In fact, the stock should come up for you because the board has okayed allotment of around 42 lakh shares to the promoters at a price of around 118 rupees odd. So that stock, in fact, should come up for you, and we'll know, in fact, the kind of move that we could see from that particular corner. The stock is up for you there. It's at around 218 rupees, so that's a sharp discount, so it wouldn't be very much of a positive. But let's go across to our next caller who's standing by. Smita Pradhan calls us from Mumbai. She has a personal finance query. Hi, Smita.
Hi.
Hi, how can we help you?
I actually want to invest rupees 5,000 per month in a mutual fund.
Okay.
So I need to know a good balanced or diversified equity funds to invest in. And I'm looking for about 12 to 16% returns with a time frame of 3 to 5 years.
All right. So Smita, or is it Sunita? All right. I think we got a query at least for you. So she's looking at investing 5,000 rupees odd. Feroze, how can you help her?
Sunita, you're planning to invest 5,000 rupees, and when you actually mentioned that your return expectation is 12 to 16%, I think it's a fair expectation, especially considering the fact that the Indian economy is poised for a decent bull run going forward as well, not just the last 1 year. So I think 12 to 16% is doable. You mentioned that you also would want to look at balanced funds. My advice on balanced funds clearly is a no-no for the fact that you have equity and debt funds separately buyable. So why would you want to combine and outsource the asset allocation to a fund manager, Sunita? So leave the balanced fund aside. Take two diversified funds, one large cap, one mid cap. A good combination of that will get you that 12-16% kind of a return for the next 3 to 5 years. Two of them which I would suggest would be SBI's Blue Chip, Magnum Blue Chip it is called, is a very good fund, and the ICICI Discovery Fund I think would be the best in the mid cap category, and the performer one which I mentioned is the large cap fund, which can actually help you build a very good portfolio for the 5-year time frame. Sunita, thank you for this.
All right, that's the advice. Up next.
But let's go straight to our next inquiry that we have gone in. In fact, Geeta Kumar writes to us from Chennai. She has invested close to around 3,000 rupees per month in SBI Global, and another 3,000 rupees per month she invests in SBI PSU fund. She has an income of around 30,000 rupees. Feroze, this query is to you. She wants to know whether or not she should invest more.
Nigel, I think the two funds she's chosen, one of them is very good, which is the SBI Global Fund, which is a mid-cap fund. The other one is a PSU sectorial fund. I think sectorial funds, I think you can avoid, because what happens is if you don't time your exits properly, most of the gains which you would have done because of actually taking the risk of being in a specific sector would get wiped away and the overall broader market catches up. So skip the PSU fund, which is the SBI PSU fund, stick on to the global fund, which is a mid-cap fund, add a large cap fund, and if you have more money, then you can add a opportunities fund, which is more of a flexi cap kind of fund, which can buy small, large stocks. So Mirai India Opportunities Fund will be the large cap fund, and the Reliance Equity Opportunities will move across different capitalizations. So this is what I think 3-fund portfolio should be good for you, Geeta.
All right, that actually works. Geeta, I hope you were listening to Feroze's advice. All right, thanks very much, Manas, for joining in. Feroze, as always, thanks much for joining us in the studio. We need to wrap up on your stocks, but before that, just a quick reminder to all our viewers to keep sending us your stock queries by posting it on the Money Control message board. Do stay tuned. Closing Bell will be with you in just a bit. They'll take you through all the market action. For the moment, we leave you with markets which are flat, so 85.60 now on the Nifty and just mild gains on the mid-cap index.